Shalom, 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 Israel. All praises to the Most High God of Israel, our King, our Savior, our Creator, our Redeemer. We're going to come in there and we're going to talk about everlasting to everlasting, family. We had a covenant that was made with our forefathers and our family, with the Most High God, that we have continuously been breaking. And so what we're going to do is we're going to address this continual aggravation that we keep bringing to our God. So we're going to address this, and we're going to make sure that we get all of the stumbling blocks out of the way. And with that note, family, I'm going to say, let's get into this thing. I know a lot of y'all out there celebrating today as the Sabbath. All praises that you all keep trying to keep something holy for your God. It's a shame that it has been tainted by Yahweh Shai bless. So, or Jesus bless, or in the name of Jesus. So these are stumbling blocks. So we need to get all of the stumbling blocks from around us. You've been given a new idea that he created and gave a new covenant. What it speaks about the new covenant, it hadn't been done yet. There is no new covenant. And when he clearly speaks about it in the scriptures, you clearly see that the Most High is speaking about his laws, his statutes, his commandments, that covenant being enhanced. Doesn't say anything about sending someone to die for you or to redeem you from the actions that your forefathers have reluctantly continued to do to your God. Thus you continue to do today. So we're going to address those problems. I am Obi-Wan of the house of El. Yasharala, well, the house of Israel. But the problem that we have is that we have been given a falsity. We have been given an idea. We have been given an illusion. We have been distracted from the truth which is in our God. And the truth in our God has been replaced by an idea, an illusion. So we're going to get it straight out the word, and we're going to see what the Most High God has to say about this whole ordeal, because for some reason, everybody keeps getting confused, and they keep thinking that there's something more than what something other than what it really is. And that's the problem. Everlasting to everlasting is the name of this class. How many verses did God say Jesus or Yahweh Shai is God? How many verses did he say he was sending a savior, Jesus or Yahweh Shai? How many times did he say that this being would be your creator? Did he ever any time say this? I haven't found it yet. Psalms 4 verse 3. But know that the Lord had set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. You see, I'm not calling unto anybody else. As the prophet is instructing you, even as King David is saying, that the Most High hear when he call him, and he know this because he has a connection with God. He don't have a connection with anybody between him and his God. Now, you have been given an idea, and that idea is false. And all those that teach you that idea, that false idea, and all those that believe that false idea really got a lot coming for them. So they really need to pay attention to what's been shown and what's been presented, and study and show yourself approved unto the Most High God of Israel. Deuteronomy 14 verse 2. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord had chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself. So the Most High God chose you to be a people unto himself. He didn't say amongst everybody else. He didn't say following everybody else. Everybody else is doing something different. You were doing something that was completely different from the whole world. Everlasting to everlasting. Now you're doing something that looks identical to the whole world. You're betraying an everlasting to everlasting. So we're going to find out exactly. He said that he will peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the face of the earth. Now your Martin Luther King, oh, I have a dream, you had a lie. The Most High was testing you. You fail, the people fail, and they're still failing today. He has judgments and consequences for everything that you do say, speak, think, everything. Everything. That's why he said only focus on him. Only focus on him. This is about a power, family. You don't have any idea. I'm going to bring, I'm not going to say anything on it, but I'm just going to get it done. All right. The book Isaiah 45 verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord, Most High God of Israel, with an everlasting salvation. So if Israel will be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation, where is there time for somebody to come and die for you? That says everlasting. Where does it say with a period, a clause, an effect in it? It's just straightforward, everlasting. Your effect in it is if your ass go astray other than what he has shown you. That's the fact. But everybody don't want to push that. They don't want to put that down. They want to come up with some other bullshit. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confound world without end. So now when he says, when they try to push John 3:16, but God said love the world, he's telling you who his world is, Israel. I don't give a shit what John said, what God said. That's what y'all better get to the point of. That's what y'all better get real with. And that's what you better face. And that's what you're going to face, regardless. Regardless if it's an angel, and the angels ain't going to drag your ass kicking and screaming. They're going to beat your ass. You're going to be kicking and screaming, all right? You're going to be beat the fuck up by the time you get to where you're going. They may not kill you, but they going to whoop your ass. These boys do not bullshit. Y'all think it's a game. All right, okay. That's why your God is the destroyer of armies and you think it's a game. Okay, keep thinking that. Romans 11:26. Now you remember in Isaiah 45:17, he tell you Israel will be an unconfounded world without end with an everlasting. That means forever. It ain't part-time. This is the part-time shit that you in right now because your ass is in this captivity because you rebelled against your God. This is the part-time shit. This is getting real with it. This is the part-time shit that they ain't telling you. This is what they ain't revealing to you. This is what you ain't choosing to live nor want to live because you're too busy with that Yahweh Shah bless shit. You got to face him. You got to face the Most High yourself. Ain't no fucking mediator. Don't let him lie to you about that bullshit. Don't let him lie to you about it. Don't let him take your crown, family. Don't let these wicked-ass churches take your crown. And don't let these crooked-ass campers take your crown. Don't you dare let them take your crown. Everlasting to everlasting. You have an everlasting contract with your God. Romans 11 verse 26. And so all Israel shall be saved as it is written. As it is written where? In the law. I guess you forgot that you're still under the law and you're still doing the law because the law gonna stand. Even after this world is gone, the law gonna stand. Y'all don't get it? You better come on. You better get in line, soldier. Everlasting to everlasting. And so as it is written in the law, there shall come out of Zion a deliverer, and he shall turn away the ungodliness of Jacob. So the ungodliness of Jacob will be turned away because those that want to follow after these idols, those that believe the lies, the bullshit, the rhetoric, all the confusion, go ahead. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Because he got something for you. Because not one time did he say, how many verses did the Most High God say that Jesus is God or Yahweh Shai is God? How many verses? I hear a lot of these so-called Israelites screaming that bullshit. I hear that. I hear a lot of that. I don't even stomach these niggas' classes, man. I don't even waste my time with watching that rhetoric shit. I used to make videos just to tear them apart. But I ain't even wasting my time with that. Because people want to see them out there arguing with our people other than edifying our people. They want to see them out there scoffing and trying to cast judgment on our people other than showing our people where they err with God and who they are. Letting them talk. They don't allow those brothers and sisters on the street corners to ask their questions and get a proper answer because they're too busy trying to judge somebody. Judge not, yet ye be judged yourself by the same matter which you judge another. Me and my brother went down there dressed like bums. And these brothers in these camps know us. We dress like that on purpose. And they went for it. That's the first thing they went to. Now, these brothers dress like bums. Look at them, look at them. But they standing around here dressed like Power Rangers and several different layers of polyester. Really? Every one of y'all run around here in plastic. Throw imaginary, you niggas look like Barbie dolls burning. But I ain't even gonna play with it, though. There's some silly shit going on. They don't even know they're supposed to be in sackcloth. You're in mourning. You're not here to be celebrating with your chest stuck out. Walking around, I'm deacon, I'm captain, I'm bishop, I'm soldier, I'm officer. Take your ass and get a back seat somewhere and shut down and shut the fuck up. Because that's what needs to be said to a lot of mountain men. Y'all full of stupidity, and that stupidity is going to get a lot of people killed. The book of John chapter 4 verse 22. Ye worship ye know not what. So when the Most High God is telling you in John 4:22 that ye worship something that you don't even know, but you claim you know it. Really? You really smart like that, right? Okay. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Hebrews, the Israelites. How do you know what you worship when you worshiping a duo, a trinity? He said, he didn't say you know what you worships. That's just worship. He's talking about a singular state of worships, not worships. It's talking about a more than one of something that you're worshiping. He didn't say that. He talking in the singularity, just like the whole book is speaking in the singularity. But y'all want that bullshit that's been put in there. Okay, and it's a new covenant, everlasting to everlasting. We're going to find out exactly what's going on in this. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 31 and verse 3. The Lord had it appeared to old, The Lord had it appeared of old unto me, saying, yea, have I loved thee with an everlasting love? Therefore with a loving kindness have I drew thee. The Most High said he loved you, Israel, with an everlasting love. At Malachi 3:6, I changed not. That's why you still here in existence. I don't even fucking get it. Boy, I'm not even going. Genesis 17 verse 1. And when Abram was nearly 90 years old, the Lord appeared to Abram and said unto him, I am the Almighty God. Walk before me and be thou perfect. And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and I will multiply thee exceedingly. So now the Most High God is talking to Abraham. Where was your so-called Yahushua Jesus at then? I tell you, when the Bible gets real, that ghost gets gone. That Holy Ghost is gone. When it's getting real when you're talking about God. But y'all want to talk about that fairy tale, that loony box, Yahushua and Jesus. Good luck with that. All right. Verse 2, and I will make my covenant between me and thee, and I will multiply thee exceedingly. Verse 3, and Abram fell on his face, and God talked with him, saying, as for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. That's why you're still existing today. That's why the 12 tribes exist today. You're scattered abroad. Israel think they're a whole bunch of people right now. But that's why he said he's gonna make them one nation. That's part of the new covenant. It haven't happened yet. Silly little Negroes. Neither shall they name anymore be called Abram. This is Most High telling him, neither shall your name be called anymore Abram, but thy name shall be Abraham. For a father of many nations have I made thee. So the Most High God is magnifying Abraham then. So it takes a God to do this. Yo, Yahushua can't do none of that. When did you brothers get magnified out there? Show me that. Which one of y'all walking around turning water into wine? Show me that. Which one of y'all casting out demons? Y'all say y'all gonna be casting out demons in his name. Spirits and all kinds of nonsense. Shit. I want to see this shit. Really? I want to see the devil at work so I can stand there and rebuke his motherfucking ass. Period. That's exactly what it is. That's what they get out there in these streets right now. Anyway, verse 6. And I will make thee exceedingly fruitful, and I will make the nations of thee the kings, and comfort, and kings shall come out of thee. So the Most High is telling you that the kings of the nations shall come out of thee. That hadn't happened yet. That's happening now. The process of this is scripturally happening now, because these kings are standing up talking to you about your God. Because the king only gonna follow the Most High God. I know King David did. King Solomon did. Seemed like the prophet did. Moses did. Nehemiah did. Job did. They all followed a singularity. The same God of this speaking with my father Abraham. It didn't say no gods was speaking with him. There was a couple niggas speaking with him. It didn't say that. It said God, the Most High God of Israel. The creator of Israel. The king. But y'all get it confused. All right? Yeah. And I will establish my covenant between me and thy seed after, and their generations, for an everlasting covenant to be a God unto thee, and thy seed after thee. So the Most High said that he is only our God from Abraham to now to so on. It's everlasting. It's everlasting. Deuteronomy 38:27. I'm sorry, 33:27. The eternal God is thy refuge. You heard what he said? The eternal God is thy refuge. This, Moses is going to tell you straight out, And underneath are his everlasting arms. That's that everlasting love. He hadn't stopped loving you, Malachi 3:6. Okay, and shall thrust out the enemy before thee, but you have forgotten your God. That's why he got them enemies on your monkey asses today. All right? And thou shalt destroy them. And so when the Most High God is back in play and you serving him only, he's going to destroy all your enemies that's before you. But y'all don't get it. He said whenever he was standing before you, no one could stand before you. King David and him spoke about it. Samson spoke about it. I ain't even going to start. We're just going to go and stay with the Numbers 25 verse 13. And he shall have it. And he shall have it in his stead after him. So, in the covenant of an everlasting priesthood. So, you understand that you're in a covenant of an everlasting priesthood. So, you claiming to be priest of the Most High God, and y'all out there with a lie in your mouth? Really? Okay. Because he was zealous for his God, he made an atonement for the children of Israel. So, now we brothers, we got to make an atonement for our children of Israel, for ourselves. Because I once was a part of these campers out there speaking them lies and rhetoric, screaming at my people and not listening to them. When they would ask you a question, you cut them off, too busy, ready to cut them up with the scriptures. Other than to hear what's really going on. Because I'd be like, our brothers and sisters ain't going through some emotion. He turned loose them emotions in you, so your ass would be confused. That's why he said he's going to cause you to forget your heritage. You ain't never had no emotions. When the fuck you ever been a frantic and freaked out son of a bitch? Now you have. That's why he said that there shall be no assurance of thy life. Shall hang in day or night. The sound of a leaf will have your ass scattering like the wind. But King David said the everlasting God is thy refuge. And underneath with the everlasting arms. That's, like I told you, that's that continual love. Continual love. We have to make an atonement for ourselves, Israel. We gotta reach out to our God about the atrocities our ancestors did and the things that we're doing. We have to make an atonement to our God. There ain't no God in this. It's just him. And he wants you to acknowledge him. Period. Jeremiah 32 verse 40. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them, that I will not turn away from them to do them good. But I will put my fears in their hearts, that they shall not depart from me. So he didn't say we gonna put my fears in their hearts. He said I am. Y'all still don't know him. That's why y'all don't fear him. Y'all still thinking that this Jesus character gonna slip in. Skirt. Nah, don't bust his ass, God. I got this one. I like that one right. No. Not gonna happen. You don't get no H pass nor a J pass. You don't get that. Not dealing with him. He ain't sliding in nothing. You know what I'm talking about? You departed from him. But he said whenever he redo everything, after he get through cooking that wickedness out of you, when he get through burning your asses this time, you ain't gonna never depart from him again. You're gonna know it forever. You're gonna remember the ass whooping you had to endure because you departed from him. Ezekiel. Right. Isaiah 59 verse 21. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed. So, because y'all don't speak about God only. Everybody's speaking about these foreign deities in the book. But they ain't speaking about the Most High God that's doing everything. And you can't even grasp everything because a lot of you niggas don't understand all. Only. That's confusing. Only. That's confusing, y'all. No, it's not only means a bunch of motherfuckers. I ain't even gonna start. For real. Isaiah 24 verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed of the everlasting covenant. So the earth is defiled with all the wickedness and homosexuality, all this old just tomfoolery that's being pushed today from that everlasting covenant. You, Israel, are partaking in this wickedness, and you have strayed from that everlasting covenant. There is no new covenant. You have to deal with fixing an everlasting covenant before he enhances it to the new covenant. But y'all ain't reading any of this clarity being clarified in the books, because everybody's too busy jumping up saying, you under the new covenant now. Why the hell are you still in captivity? Goodness. You're still broken, people. You're still broken. This is what this is all about. You are still broken. The earth is defiled. It said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Yes, it is defiled. Isaiah 42 verse 6. I, the Lord, have called thee in righteousness, and I will hold thine hand, and I will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant for the people, for a light to the Gentiles. Didn't he say that your law, you're going to become a light to the Gentiles? Because you're going to speak the truth. The Most High God's presence is going to be seen in you like it was in the ancient days. Y'all still don't get it. This is about an energy, a power, a blessing, Israel. He who has power with God, he who wrestles with God, people that wrestle with God. What kind of people would it take to wrestle with God? His chosen people. Those are the only people stupid enough to do this type of shit. But it is what it is. So we got to wake up to it and come back to the truth, family. We got to come back to exactly what's been going on. Psalms 106 verse 48. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel from everlasting to everlasting, from forever to forever. And let all the people say, praise ye the Lord. So praise ye the Most High God. This is King David telling you. He ain't talking about nobody else. Why is there so much confusion when it comes to speaking about your God? Why do brothers get mad whenever I'm not worshiping no goddamn Yahushua? And I'm not saying that bullshit when I'm talking about my God. I'm not going to put him next to my God. The being in the book that calls himself the prophet, the one that they keep announcing as the prophet, and then somebody else decided to say that this is Jesus and try to override the prophet, and y'all believe what Jesus said versus what the prophet said? That's stupidity. I mean, I know the book has got a lot of stupid shit in it that got you tangled up in the mind, but you got to understand that God put it there. Your Father, your Creator, put it there to see if your ass truly love him or not. That's why I say looking down from the heavens and heavens and heavens to see who is diligently, truthfully seeking him. Missed all of this, didn't you? I know it. It's hard when you got the most dumbass teachers, man. They're not paying attention to what's being said because they're too busy trying to have something to say of themselves. All praise to the Most High God that he let this spirit loose on y'all. Ecclesiastes 24 verse 23. All right. All these things are in the book of the covenant of the Most High God, even the law, which Moses commanded for an heritage unto the congregation of Jacob. So there it is. He's telling you straight out what this is about and who it belongs to. It doesn't belong to the world. Israel, you got to get it straight. You are Negroes today. You were scattered Negroes, and you still scattered Negroes today. Get these heathens and these mixed breeds out of your camps and get out of these churches. Y'all need to break up them camps anyways, because there's some tomfoolery. Everybody in there is just worshiping the devil. Y'all just stupid. Y'all stupid, man. Y'all worshiping the devil. Y'all calling on the devil's name. I seen a brother, and I'm going to keep talking about it, though, until I find that video and put it back up. I seen this brother get drug out of the car. Getting drug out of the car, and the whole time the sister said, "No, just give me your ID." Just no. He got this Yahushua shit in his mind. Yeah, you calling on a God that cannot save, an unsavable Savior. This brother getting drug out of the car, the hell beat out of him, and the whole time he's screaming, Yahweh Bashim, Yahushua. Silliest shit I ever seen. Baruch 4 verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God in the law that endureth forever. So he's telling you, even in the Apocrypha, that this book is a law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life. So we're serving the God of the living, not Revelation 1 and 5. The God of the dead is your Yahweh Shai and your Jesus. Those are your pagan calves today. Those are your idols today. Y'all got to get this right, family. Got to get it right. I told y'all you them same old silly ass spirits that came out of Egypt doing this same old silly shit. I don't know. Maybe I was once was one, and it was meant for me to wake up this round. But he says, as it was then, that it so shall be now. So if I'm talking and on your ass about it now, I know I was on your ass about it back in the day. So I'm still on your motherfucking ass about this shit. So we're going to get this shit straight, family. Verse 8. Ye have forgotten the everlasting God. You have forgotten him, and he finna stomp your monkey asses that brought thee up out, brought you up, and have grieved Jerusalem, that have nourished you. So now you're putting strain on your own people, and everything that has been given to you by the Most High God, that's been nourishing you and taking care of you. Have grieved him. You have vexed him. You keep doing that. What is wrong with you? Verse 10, for I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. So it's telling you right there and there that your Deuteronomy 28 and 68 was brought upon you by the hand of your God for rebelling against him and following these idols. Yo, Jesus is the devil. Yahushua is the devil. These are idols. And you know what he do to devil worshippers. So y'all already get this under control. Deuteronomy 4 verse 23. Take heed unto yourselves, lest ye forget the covenant of the Lord your God. So now you have forgotten the covenant of the Most High God that he gave you. So I'm reminding you, I'm being that messenger. I'm being that warner. Just like he said that there are watchmen. I'm being that watchman. Take heed, because you have forgotten the covenant of the Lord your God, and you want to replace it with that Yahweh Shai and that Jesus bullshit, and it's gonna get you hurt. Which he made with you, and he maketh you a graven image, or in the likeness of anything which the Lord thy God had forbidden thee. So your little campers with all your little pictures of your black Jesus and your white Jesus, all of these are graven images. All of these are very, very, very bad sins against your God. Very. That's I'm talking about. That goes for Gentile and Hebrew alike. So you both can get it at the same time. You're both going to get it at the same time. I mean, he said, and that goes for anybody. Either you serve him, keep his high holy days, his feast days, do what he say do, then you can make it. If you don't, he gonna put the hoses on you. And the hoses ain't fire hoses. They fire hoses, but they ain't water coming out of. There's not water coming out of. He's going to show you he's the destroyer of armies. He's the destroyer of worlds. He's the destroyer of universes. He's the destroyer of existence. You're not dealing with some amateur bullshit made up as God. You got a amateur bullshit made up as mind of him. And that's going to cost you. I'm just giving you warning, family. That's what I'm here to do. You know. Verse 31. For the Lord thy God is a merciful God. Okay. He will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers, which he swore unto them. So he ain't destroyed you, according to Malachi 3:6. He keeps telling you over and over, he truly loves you because he truly did something unique with you. He did something unique with you, something that he didn't do to the rest of the things that he created, because he created the rest of the things, but he formed you. A different act of creation, a more powerful act of creation. Y'all don't even get it. I'm not even going to start. It's about energy. I keep telling y'all, been telling y'all this, but no. Deuteronomy 32 verse 20. And he said, I will hide my face from them, and I will see what their end shall be. For they are a very forward generation, children whom is no faith, in whom is no faith. The Most High God said he is going away to hide his face. He tells you that when you pray, you should seek his face. He didn't say seek nobody else. Nobody else. Moses didn't deal with a homeboy tag team wrestling match on whom he's speaking with. Or who said this or who said that. He didn't deal with that. He was speaking directly with God. And things was directly being done. But when he do turn loose, it's going to scare the piss out of a lot of you, man. A lot of y'all just going to be falling. Sad y'all will not listen. Y'all, he telling you that y'all won't listen. Said y'all are a forward generation. Cocky. Bold. Y'all just don't. He said that you are a forward generation and children whom is no faith. You don't have any faith in the Most High God, but you claim you got faith in Yahushua or Jesus. Verse 26, I said, I would scatter them unto the corners, that I would make the remembrance of them to cease amongst men. So the Most High God scattered you amongst the corners of this earth and made your memory cease, not only within you, but amongst the rest of the world. Because a lot of the time, whenever we would tell people, when we come into the knowledge of who we are, they'd be like, They would be shocked. You got to show me, you got to prove it. They were shocked. They didn't know that. And that all that lined up with the Bible. Because I didn't know it myself either. I just thought, I was looking at it, and I was like always praying before I knew God. I was always praying, what the hell is going on with our people? Why in the hell are we just, I was even had me doubting if there was even a God. Because I grew up just looking at the outstanding bullshit that my people have went through their entire life and never knew why. None of that, and then whenever I did find out why, I realized, okay, that's because there is a God. That's why he kicking our motherfucking asses. That's what was revealed to me. I was like, this is simple. This is simple. Y'all want to give up, man? Like I told you, I done gave up all these powers and abilities and stuff for cell phones, cars, passports, plane tickets, and all this bullshit. It takes an elaborate scheme to make a species, to dumb down a species as yourselves. It does. It takes an elaborate as set to fool and confuse a species as such as ourselves. But I see that the Most High God, he did it. They couldn't do it. He just set everything in motion to look like they did it until your ass realized that he's doing everything. Ain't nothing on this planet or nothing in existence being done that he isn't doing. And if you can relate that, if you can forward that in your mind and to assimilate that into a conscious reality and view the world as such, then you will realize that true respect for your creator. You would realize it. It's simple. It's right in your face. That's why I say, how long ye simple ones. It's right in your face. You won't give him respect, but you'll be hollering praise this person or bless this person. Nonsense after nonsense after nonsense. Bless one and all is blessed. Bless the Most High God of Israel, period, point blank, and he will bless the nation, period, point blank. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to give him a homeboy shout out, a tag team duo. Right. Isaiah 40, verse 28. Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary? So when they talk about it, when they try to say, he rested on the seventh day, his rest don't mean that he was tired, jackasses. He don't get tired. He just simply stopped creating things. That's it. And probably just look back at it. Ain't that what he keeps telling you that he's doing throughout the book? He's looking at you. I'm looking down at you. I'm watching you. And he 3, 4, 5 heavens away watching you. You just can't get it. You got them tiny little mans. Them tiny little mans. Right. There is no... There is no searching of his understanding. You cannot claim... I don't claim that I know God, but I have a broader perspective that he has allowed me to be able to see of the reality of things. Okay? And that's the only way I can put it. He has allowed me to see a broader spectrum of the true reality of things, people, things, and places. Of course, I've seen a lot of other shit too, but I'm just gonna keep a lot of that to myself. Y'all are not ready for that. But anyways, all right, let's move on. There's no searching of the Most High's understanding. Deuteronomy 7:9. Know, therefore, that the Lord thy God, so he's talking singular again, he ain't talking about gods, he's singular. He is God. What? He is God. It didn't say there. It didn't say that. They are. It didn't say any of that. It said he is God. The faithful God, which keepeth the covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations. So those that are keeping what? 1 John 5:3. This is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. So this is how you show the Most High you love him. I try to get him to stay my ass within the boundaries of all of it. I'm not bullshitting you, family. Tiptoe around it. You better tiptoe through it, because this is a landmine. This is a landfill. It will go off at any moment. Y'all don't have any idea. You are walking in a walking freaking live minefield. At any moment, this bitch could go to rocking and rolling. Y'all don't even think that it's doing it. But okay. Ecclesiastes 17 verse 18. He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgment. So the everlasting covenant and judgment, back to Father Abraham, Isaiah 140, Psalms 147. He showed his word, 19 and 20. Deuteronomy 6 verse 12. Then beware lest thou forget the Lord. Beware, here's that warning card again. Beware lest thou forget the Lord, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. Because you are in bondage right now, you still don't believe that he brought your ass out and put your ass back in here, and he coming to get your ass this time too. Okay, do that. Deuteronomy 8 verse 18. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get thee wealth, that ye may establish his covenant with these, which he swore unto thy fathers, as it is this day. So he's telling you straight out that the covenant is still existing today. That's what everlasting means. It still exists. There is no new covenant. Done with that. Everlasting to everlasting. He's making it plain and clear to you. There is no new covenant. You're dealing with an everlasting covenant. Your asses better get it right or good night. He said he's going to come and blow your candlestick out. And it ain't going to be him just, okay, just drop out. No, he's going to send an angel to beat your ass the hell up. You're going to get broke up before your ass get up out this bitch. You're going to get some shit put on your ass. Habakkuk 1 verse 12. Art thou not from everlasting, O Lord, my God, my Holy One? We shall not die, O Lord. Thou hast ordained them for judgment. You see, the Most High says, that's why I said, and all Israel shall be saved. Your ass going to be saved, brought to judgment, and then when he get through refining your monkey asses, you ain't going to never have him to bust you across your ass like that again. You know, it's like sometimes, when parents discipline their child so they continuously do some more wildness and they finally get their good ass busting, and he never do that again. That's what he's talking about. Never do that again. Baruch 4 verse 8. Ye have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up, and this is what he said. You have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nourished you. So we get that now coming out of the Apocrypha, and it's going back to Deuteronomy. That's quoting directly from Deuteronomy. So, but everybody really ain't getting it. Baruch 2 and verse 35. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their God, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. So the Most High God, it says he's gonna hit your asses with that everlasting covenant then, because he's going to enhance it. That's when the enhancements and all that stuff happens. He ain't going to do away with, well, we're going to do away with all of this. We're going to, no. He said he's just going to enhance a few things in it. That's it. Y'all ain't listening. That's why I said it's going to be on your inward parts. It's not going to be just in the flesh. It's going to be on your inward parts. That's why I said, prepare thy minds. Prepare your minds, family. Prepare your minds. Baruch 4, verse 20. I have put off the clothing of peace and put upon me sackcloth. For my prayer I will cry unto the everlasting in my days. So in my days right now, as you are witnessing right now, I am crying out to the everlasting. Because there is nobody other than him. There is no replacement. There ain't no, like I told you, there is no homeboy shout out. There's no tag team duo. As for me and mine, we're going to serve the Most High God of Israel. That's what that's about. As for me and mine, we're going to serve him. As always, family, the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, and verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, but thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Let's get it right, family. We're having too much pleasure in this world is because you are forgotten and distracted from your God. That's what we're warning you about. Everlasting to everlasting. Your covenant still stands. It is not done away with. Verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God. After everything that's been said, fear God. After everything that we have read, fear God. After everything that you know, fear God. For this is the whole duty of the commandments of the whole duty of man. Israelite, woman, man, and child. Verse 14, for the Most High God of Israel shall bring every work into judgment. There is no intermediary. There is no lawyer. Like a lot of these camps, he an intermediary. The Most High God didn't say nothing about that. Nowhere did I hear him say that. I hadn't found it yet, but I heard this other little deity in the book claiming to be so. But y'all get it confused. For the Most High God of Israel shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. And with that note, family, I'll say shalom. All praises to the Most High God of Israel. Thank you for tuning in and receiving your message and your edification. I hope that you have received some knowledge to see that your God is serious when he says, I have made an everlasting. I mean, even we can go back to the covenant with Noah and the rainbow, everlasting. It's still doing it today. It's still showing you that today. Everlasting. It's the same God, same covenant. Shalom, family.